The trail of the 3rd Army and the 19th Tactical Air Command of the 8th Air Force is marked by more than 40,000 white crosses. 40,000 dead Americans.
We were young and soldiers called to dedicate our lives in the name of God and country. Do what's just, boys. Go do what's right. A hot band of brothers waiting on our chance to add one more page unto the victory dance. Here am I, Lord, send me, send me. Victory lies in the spirit of the lives of the men who died for me.
Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I. Send me."
This is Michael Broderick, Marine Corps veteran, actor, and Gallant Few board member. You are listening to the New American Veteran on Vets on Media. Now here's Carl Monger.
Well, hi, this is Carl, and welcome to today's edition of Gallant Few's The New American Veteran on vetsonmedia.com. This last weekend, I was very fortunate to travel to New Jersey and participate. I didn't play, but I got to talk to a lot of the participants in the Honoring Sandrino's Sacrifice golf tournament. Alessandro Plutino, also known as Sandrino, was an Army Ranger that was killed in Afghanistan back in 2011. The people of the town have absolutely outdone themselves in providing support and participating in this annual event to raise money that goes to various veteran organizations. Sandrino's mother, Diane Hammond, is a local from the area. Sandrino grew up in the area, so lots of his boyhood friends came and a lot of family members came and participated. And here you see the Honor and Remember flag flying underneath the POW and the American flag on the golf course. The Honor and Remember flag is a tradition that's been started by Gold Star Ranger Parent, and at the bottom of that, you can't really tell here, but Sandrino's name is embroidered across the bottom of that flag, and they have provided those for fallen soldiers all across the country. The golf course, absolutely beautiful. It was strewn with American flags, prisoner of war memorial flags, MIA POW flags, and the pageantry was awesome. Around noon, a full Scottish color guard came out and presented the colors, and there was a reenactment group that fired the cannon to start the golf round on the afternoon, the second event of the day. There are three main events that go on during this event. In the morning, the first golf group tees off about 7 a.m. The second golf group tees off around 1 o'clock. And then that evening, all sorts of people come in for a dinner and a silent auction. And there are women that are in evening gowns. There are guys that are still dressed for golf. I mean, it was really a fun event, and I suspect they raised quite a bit of money. Honoring Sandrino's Sacrifice Fund, you see the website there. If you Google Honoring Sandrino, you will find that. If you're in the area, I'd encourage you to participate next year. If you can support this effort, over the last 3 years this golf tournament has gone on, they have raised $45,000 for the Suspente Foundation, which is located in Savannah and supports the 1st Ranger Battalion. They've also raised money for a number of other organizations, Lead the Way Fund, Gallant Few, and several others. So check them out because they're doing great things. One of Diane's greatest fears is that, number one, her son will be forgotten. We're not going to forget her son, and this golf tournament certainly helps carry his legacy forward. And she's also fearful that perhaps he died in vain when she sees the things that are going on overseas with ISIS taking over areas of Iraq that we paid a lot of blood for. And I assured her that as long as this country remains free, her son did not die in vain, because the fight stayed there, not here. We're able to continue to support organizations to hold these golf tournaments and live our lives as free Americans because of the sacrifices like Sandrino Plutino and the Gold Star family that surrounds him. Our heart goes out to Diane Hammond and the rest of the Sandrino family, and we look forward to seeing you out there next year. I also want to recognize the Pittman Police Department because they received their first duty dog here recently, and they named the dog Ranger in honor of Sandrino Plutino. I also want to recognize that Colleen Katzenberger was there. Her husband, Jeremy Katzenberger, was killed just a couple of months apart from Sandrino. And to spend time with both of those Gold Star families was a privilege and an honor, and it was great to catch up with them.
They teach you a lot in the service. They teach you how to stand straight and fire your rifle. They teach you respect and survival. They teach you how to take a life and how to give your own. What they don't teach you is what happens when you come home. There are over 2 million people in the U.S. Armed Forces. For some, coming home is the hardest part. As a veteran, you are not alone. Reach out, call a battle buddy, and take the Spartan Pledge today. For more information, visit us on the web at descendantsofsparta.com.
Next, it was off to Phoenix for the monthly Ranger Breakfast, this time, which was held at Corey Remsburg's home. You may remember Corey as the Ranger that President Obama recognized at the State of the Union address over a year ago, and as Corey stood from his wheelchair, he received the longest standing ovation in the history of the House, which was a pretty cool thing and well earned on his part. So Corey invited a bunch of Rangers over. There were at least 24 Rangers that came, a couple of family members. Corey's home is beautiful. It's handicapped accessible. I didn't get pictures of the inside. Next time I go out there, I'll have to do that and give you a virtual tour of it. But we were able to socialize for a couple hours. We had some great food. We got some pictures with a bunch of Rangers, and it was just an all-around great day. Here is a video clip of some of the activities that happened.
All right. Give my hand. My name's Keith Graham, 1st Ranger Battalion.
Sorry.
I know.
Easy.
I was taking, somebody had come up to me last Ranger breakfast and asked me if I could build Corey a weapon that he could shoot at the range, or people could take him out and go shooting and have a good time. So I had to figure out his limitations. And his dad Craig told me the limitations that he had. So I went ahead and threw together a weapon that I knew that he could shoot. I'm going to present it to him today, but it's not running the way I want it to run, the Ranger way. So I can present it to him today, but I got to take it and make sure that it runs the Ranger way, and then I can get it back to him. At that time, I'm also going to do the machine gun mount for the track chair, so he can run the weapon on the chair.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Gilbert will never be the same.
Attaboy.
Okay, so this is your standard M4 with the right side charging handle because his right hand works. Left side eject, so his left eye can look down at the chamber. He's got the K&S grips on the handle. When you push the button, you got the laser that lights up. It goes out to 200 yards on a white target. You never have to look down the sights. Basically, you're going to be 2 inches below your dot. 150 round drum. These are the new SAW drums that they've got out. It'll hold 150 rounds of 5.56. And it's got the M60 pintle mount for the front of this. That's what I'm going to use to mount it to the chair when I get done. So he'll be able to function everything with his limitations.
That's outstanding. That's great.
Let's try it out.
It's open.
There's a chamber. Hey, there's a chamber flag in the chamber.
I don't think he can shoot it right now.
No.
So you push it?
Push. Then you light the laser up.
You got a flag in there. Yeah, there you go. What do you think? Great.
He'll shoot better than you will. When he was in the tower.
Corey, what do you say to all your ranger buddies?
Thanks for having us, brother.
No problem.
Hope to see you all in the future.
We're all moving in now.
Free booze, free chow.
Life is good.
I'll have Hank introduce himself. For those of you who have not met Hank, he is the artist who did the metal work, the Army Ranger metal work on the wall in the house. If anyone is wanting any kind of metal work done, here's the man to do it for you. He lives on the other side of town, on the west side of Phoenix, Glendale area, and he does have business cards. And he does have business cards with him. And although he's not a ranger, I invited him today because he is a vet, and he did a wonderful job on that for Corey and presented it to him. So, for those of you who would like Hank's card, please be sure to approach him.
What do you stand to lose when you make the choice to drink and drive? Your career, the people that you love the most, your ability to walk, your ability to use your hands. The list goes on and on. What do you stand to gain when you make the choice to not drink and drive? You stand to gain everything. I made the choice to drink and drive, and that's some of the things I lost. Learn from my mistakes. Make the right choice. Don't drink and drive. Rangers lead the way.
Well, that's it for today's show. Thank you for joining us here at Gallant Fuse, the New American Veteran on Vets on Media. Next week, a lot of travel. We'll be at USOCOM's Care Coalition Conference and the Special Operations Forces Industry Conference in Tampa. I don't know if I'll be able to do a broadcast next week, but I will be collecting audio and video, so I'll put together something immediately following. Watch Memorial Day weekend for the GI film show premiere of The Nomadic Veteran. Thank you for listening to Gallant Fuse, the New American Veteran. Special thanks to Michael Broderick, Kenny Thomas, Tim Abel, Jim O'Farrell, and Madison Rising for permission to use their audio recordings on this broadcast. That rendition of Taps is a public domain recording created by a soldier or employee of the United States government and as such is not subject to copyright protection. This has been a production of Gallant Fuse, the New American Veteran, a proud member of the Vets on Media Global Network, all rights reserved. Learn more at www.gallantfew.org.